what it is. What's up? Good morning. It's only 10 o'clock, baby. Yeah, we here. We're live, coming to you live from Michigan. On my way to Chicago. My name is Don. Go by Donathan, Donnie D, Dontoya, Donnie, Don, all that. I come to you today to give you an intro to trucking and how it has changed my life, and I hope that it can do something for you as well. That's why I'm sharing this. So, what I did before trucking, I had a PhD. No, I'm joking. I was a barber for a week. I did real estate for a month. I was a personal trainer for another week. But I also did tech, and that was my strongest one. That was my strongest thing I did. And that was like diagnosing laptops, iPhones, iPads, stuff like that. I really like trucking. I've been doing it for 6 months. My favorite thing is like there's no boss, so I can eat when I want. I love food. It's kind of my like thing. I took off my fat suit for this video, and ultimately you're just gonna be partnering with dispatch, and y'all are the perfect team, hopefully, because I've heard horror stories, but we're gonna focus on my experience, which has been flawless, beast mode as far as dispatch goes. You're always gonna be meeting new people, tasting all the mom and pop restaurants in every city that you can imagine between where you start and where you finish your route. And you're traveling like you're rich for free, pretty much. And that's like the dream to me. Traveling, food. Did I mention that you're traveling for free? Yeah. And school. So let's get down to it. The schooling process. It ain't hard, but it ain't easy, right? That's the best way I can put it. Lucky you guys got me, and I'm gonna tell you how it is, how to avoid the stress that comes with it, because it could be very stressful. I was one of the ones that was very stressed, but I got through it by the things I'm about to tell you to implement. Like I said, schooling process, it ain't hard, but it ain't easy. You got 3 weeks in class going over DOT. DOT is an acronym for Department of Transportation. Use that. Department of Transportation. You're gonna be practicing everything. It feels like a century, but you're gonna be going over backing up the truck in a straight line. You're gonna be going over parallel parking, maneuvers, and stuff like that. You're also going to be going over the components of the truck. Can't be in the truck if you don't know the anatomy of it. Kind of like your body. You know how you got elbows, knees, you could point those out and tell the doctor where it hurts. I think that was the goal of going over the components. So when you're out on the road, anything happens, if you're with a company, you can tell them, hey, this is what's going on with the oil. Like the other day, I had my first really troubleshooting thing with the oil change. I smelled oil burning, so I was able to open up the hood and tend to that, check my oil and whatnot, and know what I was looking for. So yeah, big ups to that. You're gonna reach fluency in these things, and they're gonna make sure it. And this is where the stress comes in, because if you don't have fluency, they send you home. I thought that was a joke, but then when your class starts with 30 people, and then you start seeing them trickle away, some in big groups, from various things, you start saying, okay, these people ain't playing. If you don't get it, you don't get it. That's fine. That's cool. They say coming back. Come back. Come back when you're ready. Come back when you're ready. Come back. And yay. YouTube, before you go, is my first tip of anyone thinking of getting into this, as far as like the schooling, because there's 2 ways to do it. You can go to school, or you can go take your tests a Department of DPS, Department of Public Safety or Transportation. Google that. Wherever you get your license renewed or get your license for the first time, that's where you go, that place. Where was I at? YouTube before you go, so yeah, YouTube before you go, so you already have history, meaning that you're already comfortable and familiar with what you're going to be going over, because it's fast paced. That first 3 weeks is spent at the school, and guys are like rushing. You're rushing. So you get 6 weeks. Then after you finish the 3 weeks in school, you get 6 weeks. 6 weeks with a trainer, putting philosophy into practice. Well, a little hands-on that you got in school, but ultimately this is where you're going to be driving across the country, regionally. Anything's possible, whatever's available, because these trainers are other drivers that are like, yeah, I'll take a trainee on my truck. And mine was in Florida, and training was amazing for me. My trainer taught me everything. The key to getting through training with your once you get on the road training, the key to getting through that is just being a sponge. Don't go in there thinking you can drive or whatever, even if you can drive. Don't go in there thinking you're hot stuff. Just absorb the information, because ultimately my trainer actually complimented me on that. He was like, you know, Don, I can tell you're gonna be a good driver because you never went back and forth with me. You never tried to jump the gun. You always were just listening and absorbing what I was telling you. And you know, that's what it's all about. And now I'd say I'm pretty efficient 6 months in, and it can only get better, right? So with that being said, this is my introduction for people thinking about getting into the business of trucking. And you know, feel free to DM me on IG with questions. But besides that, may the force be with you. And I'm working on a nickname. If I continue this or not, it's gonna be like Truck Trump or something like that. It's kind of the first one and kind of just went with it. But yeah, good luck to you guys. Truck Trump out.